Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. It doesn't matter how strong your opinions are. If you don't use your power for positive change, you are indeed part of the problem. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. I am no longer accepting the things I cannot change. I am changing the things I cannot accept. We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. The dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate to the stormy present. The occasion is piled high with difficulty, and we must rise with the occasion. As our case is new, so we must think anew and act anew. There is nothing permanent except change. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Consciousness is only possible through change. Change is only possible through movement. All things change, nothing perishes. Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. Those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. Words are where most change begins. Every moment wasted looking back keeps us from moving forward. I wanted to change the world, but I have found that the only thing one can be sure of changing is oneself. I'm not interested in preserving the status quo. I want to overthrow it. The world is changed by your example, not by your opinion. Act the way you'd like to be, and soon you'll be the way you'd like to act. All changes, even the most longed for, have their melancholy, for what we leave behind us is a part of ourselves. We must die to one life before we can enter another. The greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change his future by merely changing his attitude. The first step toward change is awareness. The second step is acceptance. Every twist and turn in life is an opportunity to learn something new about yourself, your interests, your talents, and how to set and then achieve goals. The universe is transformation. Our life is what our thoughts make it. It's not about standing still and becoming safe. If anybody wants to keep creating, they have to be about change. Yesterday, I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today, I am wise, so I am changing myself. No one can tell what goes on in between the person you were and the person you become. No one can chart that blue and lonely section of hell. There are no maps of the change. You just come out the other side. Core, you don't. If I am an advocate for anything, it is to move. As far as you can, as much as you can. Across the ocean, or simply across the river. Change your life today. Don't gamble on the future. Act now without delay. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. Every successful organization has to make the transition from a world defined primarily by repetition to one primarily defined by change. This is the biggest transformation in the structure of how humans work together since the agricultural revolution. Change your opinions, keep to your principles, change your leaves, keep intact your roots. Culture does not change because we desire to change it. Culture changes when the organization is transformed. The culture reflects the realities of people working together every day. In any given moment, we have two options: to step forward into growth or step back into safety. No matter who you are, no matter what you did, no matter where you've come from, you can always change, become a better version of yourself. Sometimes it's the smallest decisions that can change your life forever. It is change, continuing change, inevitable change, that is the dominant factor in society today. No sensible decision can be made any longer without taking into account not only the world as it is, but the world as it will be. And all the lives we ever lived and all the lives to be are full of trees and changing leaves. Our dilemma is that we hate change and love it at the same time. What we really want is for things to remain the same but get better. What man actually needs is not a tensionless state, but rather the striving and struggling for some goal worthy of him. What he needs is not the discharge of tension at any cost, but the call of a potential meaning waiting to be fulfilled by him. You're always you, and that don't change, and you're always changing, and there's nothing you can do about it. We cannot change what we are not aware of, and once we are aware, we cannot help but change. Once social change begins, it cannot be reversed. You cannot uneducate the person who has learned to read. You cannot humiliate the person who feels pride. You cannot oppress the people who are not afraid anymore. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. I cannot say whether things will get better if we change. What I can say is they must change if they are to get better.